Have you ever played a fighting game online and got comboed for what felt like hours before you could move again? That feeling of losing control and watching your character getting their ass beat is one of the worst feelings. But it's a necessary evil for fighting games because hitting a huge combo back also feels amazing. Well, guess what? Some lame ass game devs studied this horrible feeling of losing control and applied it to their own games. This is called CC and Stunt, and I'll tell you the origin of it real quick. One day, some game developers were desperately trying to find ways to make their baby game harder. And after hours and hours of banging their head against the wall, one brave dev topped in joy and said, "I got it! Let's just make it that they can't fucking move anymore." Then the entire room rejoiced and left the balanced team to go get some drinks to celebrate. Stun's gotta be the most anti-fun mechanic ever introduced in games. There's a reason why Overwatch 2 made an entirely new game just to rework all the heroes to get rid of most of the CC in the game. In Overwatch 1, when you got CC'd, you can make a sandwich, maybe read a book, and when you look back at the screen, you still be fucking stunned. Matter of fact, I was playing an Overwatch game and got stunned. I decided to edit the video and finish editing it, and I look back and I'm still fucking stunned. A recent game that I played that had this bullshit was Diablo 4. There was enemies that could stun lock you, and all you could do was hope that the death was quick. Stuns feel horrible in this game because in Diablo you're supposed to feel like a badass going from room to room, clearing enemies quickly with no stop. But the game devs don't want you to play this way, so they basically send a fucking hall monitor to stop you from going any faster.
I'm sorry, you met your fun quota for today. Slow the fuck down before I kill you.
In a game about killing demons as fast as possible, CC sure does change the game into killing demons as fast as possible, but not too fast, or else you might trip and fall, and you don't want to fall, do you? I'm glad they listened to the crowd control issue and nerfed it, but it's still there, but it's bearable to say the least. Now let's talk turn-based RPGs. Hell yeah. Everyone likes turn-based RPGs, right guys? Guys? I absolutely love turn-based RPGs. If you hand me one, you won't be able to see me for 2 weeks. But there's one mechanic that absolutely makes no damn sense, and it exists just to piss people off. If the main protagonist dies, the game is over. I know what you're thinking.
Mage, you dumb ass. Every game has this. How the hell are you supposed to lose?
You're technically right, but we're talking RPGs where you have multiple party members. During battle, you can revive your dead party members, and for some stupid ass reason, when the main character dies, the game just ends. Like, where did my homies go? Did they just see me get my shit rocked and said, fuck this, I'm out? This wouldn't be as bad if some bosses didn't have the same one-shot mechanics. Spoilers for Yakuza 7. You've been warned. If you haven't played it, click off right now. I spent 3 hours on the final bosses of this game because this asshole had a one-shot mechanic, and guess who he always aimed for? The worst part is that he only unlocks the one-shot move when you reach the second phase, which means I had to restart the entire goddamn run just to get to that point, just because it's a game over if Ichiban dies. It just makes zero goddamn sense. Can you imagine getting pulled up by a guy when you're a group of 4 and get socked, and before you pass out in the corner of your eyes, you see your bitch-ass friends running away instead of standing on business? It just feels so damn cheap that losing a long-ass battle just because one specific member of your party died when you have 3 other members perfectly capable of fighting. The last pet peeve I got with games are supposed to lose fights. FromSoft games are the main culprit of this. They have so many bosses at the beginning of the game where the player isn't ready to fight and the player is forced to fight. Some of these fights are actually beatable, which make me so annoyed when you die and then a cutscene plays and you can't rematch the boss unless you restart the game or progress way more into the story. I hate when games present me with a challenge to take that shit away. I love FromSoft games, so I was so down to bang my head against the wall until I beat it, but nope, they said fuck you and forced me to progress. I assume it feels terrible for newer players too. Imagine this, you're at your job, your coworker tells you about this new Elden Ring game and how amazing it is. Fast forward 6 hours later, it's been a long, grueling day at work, and you decide to pick up a copy of Elden Ring on your way home. You get home, you put the game in the system, and then there's just no winners with supposed to lose fights. But at least when you beat the boss, you get an amazing reward, right?